Good morning. Today's handwriting is a page I want to do a little review on. It's page 49, and I'll pull it up for you. And there it is. It's one we've actually done before, but a lot of these are going to be review. It's getting kind of the end of the year, and it's hard for us. We've had a hard time being able to be together. So I really want to do a lot of review to stress what we've got going here. Today's letter is the letter G, but it also asks us to review the letter C. So let's go ahead and get our name and date. Oh, let me show you the page number. Sorry, right here. On page 49, find 49. And it's up in here. Got her name. And our date. Okay. And it's asking us to trace the print. See, and you're going to trace that once. Trace it twice. Trace it, chicken soup with rice. And you're going to do it here. And you're going to do it here. And then here's your training wheels. Trace those 3 times. And then they give you a little bit and let you go. They take those training wheels off. And then they're asking you to do it 3 more times. Okay. And then it comes up to the cursive C, the lowercase, here's the print lowercase c, just so you remember how close they are, how close the cursive is to the print. And then they're going to ask you to trace it once, trace it twice, trace it, chicken soup with rice, and try to remember that this one starts at the bottom floor, starts at the floor, goes to the middle, to the table, and back to the floor. So we go to the floor, to the table, to the floor. All right. Then it's going to ask you, it's going to give you a little bit of help here, and you're going to fill in the rest here. 2, 3 for me here. Okay. Next one is a print uppercase G. There it is, nice and tall. It touches the ceiling, comes down to the floor, goes up to the table. Okay? So as a cursive G, you start at the ceiling, come all the way to the floor, you go up to the table, and you go all the way to the basement and back up to the floor. It's like you're looking for something. You're all over the house on this letter. Let's try it again. Start at the ceiling, come down to the floor, go up to the table, down to the basement, and back up to the floor. Crazy, huh? That's a crazy one. So there's one to trace again. Here's some training wheels, and it asks you to do it yourself. Let's do this one together. Come all the way to the basement, up to the table, down to the basement. No, it's not there. Back up to the floor. Okay. And then it asks you to make 3 more right up here. Okay. Very good. You're doing great on these. Same thing. This gives it to you one more time. You're going to trace it and then do your 3 right here. Almost like you're the teacher and you're making the worksheet this time. And then down here we've got, let me move it up a little bit. We've got our lowercase g. Here is our lowercase print G. And here's our lowercase cursive. Let's trace it together and talk about it. It starts on the middle, or I'm sorry, it starts at the floor. It comes up to the table, goes down to the floor, comes back up to the table, down to the basement, and back up to the floor. Okay? That's a lot. That's a big jump, almost like you're looking for maybe a puzzle piece. Have you ever been doing a puzzle and you dropped a piece on the floor? So you got to go down, and then maybe the cat took it and brought it in the basement, and then you got to come back up to the floor. And we're looking all over on that lowercase g. Let's do that one more time. We start at the floor. We go up to the table. We go down to the floor, back up to the table, down to the basement, and back up to the floor. Okay, lots of those. Lots of those. There's some I'm going to trace here. And one where they take away your training wheels, and then they ask you to do it yourself here. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now I like these. I like the double letters because they're fun. They're like the frosting on a cupcake. They just go around and around. So we start at the floor, go up, whoop, go up to the table, down to the floor, up to the table, down to the basement, do it again, up to the table, down to the floor, up to the table, down to the basement. Okay, very fun. Go ahead and practice some of those. And there you have it. Gives you some to do on your own right here. And then asks you to do even more. 3 on your own. There you go. That's handwriting for today. Good job. I'll see you soon for reading. I hope you have a nice lunch.